Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Tazzcraft. We are back in the base, we start off in the base every single episode. I'm not even going to be working on the base in today's episode, and we're starting off in the base, but I guess that gave you a little preview of what we're going to be doing, because we are not going to be working on the base this episode. Actually, you could probably tell from the title, but we are actually going to be working in spawn. Yeah, we're going to be building up spawn quite a bit more. And yeah, but before I do that, I want to show you what I have done off camera. So off camera, I did a bit of a mining session, and bam, 21 diamonds. Look at that, 21 of them. That's a lot of diamonds. We can definitely make a lot of stuff with those 21 diamonds. But that's also, I'm not going to be doing anything related to that in this episode. Would I be able to breed the cows again? Yes, the cows can in fact breed again. I'm going to try and get these cows to grow up sooner. Alright guys, so what I'm going to be doing for the beginning of this episode is I just want to check out what spawn is like at the moment, because I haven't been there in a couple of days. I've been doing some real life stuff. I'm actually recording this on Saturday, which is the same day it will be uploaded theoretically. And basically yesterday I was trying to restore a PS3 that I found the day before yesterday. I found it in Council Cleanup, and it was a working PS3. The only thing wrong with it was the disk drive, and the reason being is because there was a card in there, like as in there was a booper card inside the disk drive, which makes no sense to me. I don't know why there was a booper card inside of a disk drive, but anyway, that seems to have stuffed something up with disk drive, and I'm going to have to fix that. But I might talk about that later on a bit more. But for now, this is what the spawn looks like. So it's got a little wheat farm, it's got a sweet berry farm, and it's got this little spawn palace thing, which I do want to keep this little area. But what I want to do is I want to just chop down a bunch of trees and clear out a pretty big area, because this is the industrial district and we are going to be building a load of farms. So I want to build a bunch of community farms and stuff in this area for yeah, for everyone to use and gain materials from, and overall it'll just help everyone in the community, hopefully. So I'm going to start off by chopping down a bunch of these trees, and I think I might do that in the form of a third-person time-lapse. That might be the only third-person time-lapse in this episode, but I'm not too sure. So I'm going to hop into my spectator account and start recording a little third-person time-lapse, so I hope you enjoy that. We go. Alright, so I've just spent the last probably about 20 minutes clearing out this big area of trees right over here, and yeah, I went through about 1.5 iron axes. You can see I've got a lot of wood a lot of wood in my inventory, and quite a bit of birch wood as well, a lot of saplings and a few apples as well, and overall just quite a lot of resources from this. But of course, resources wasn't the main objective of clearing out all these trees. The main objective was to get some space to actually build some farms, and I think we have successfully done that. Especially up here, there is a lot of space up here for some farms. But that is about all I have time for to record right now, so I might have to come back to you this afternoon, and hopefully I'll have enough time to record the rest of the episode, edit it, and upload it in time for Saturday. So in the previous clip, I cleared out some trees. For me, that was a while ago. For you, that was like, well, a few seconds ago. But what I've done in between clips is I have cleared out this little area, made this little area up here flat, and I have started a little path. This is definitely subject to change, but it's just a temporary little path that we can use to, I guess, get around. And I don't know what the final design will be for it, but yeah, this is what I've just done so far. It's just very simple. You just come up here and then you can go to the sweet berries and collect those if you want, and then pick those up, and then you can come up and then there'll be some other farms up here that I plan on building. So pretty much what I want to do now is I want to build a farm, and the farm that I'm going to build is actually going to be a sugarcane farm, a fully automatic sugarcane farm. Yeah, so yeah, that won't be too difficult to build, and I think it'll help everyone out quite a bit, and it just basically means that yeah, everyone can have a lot of sugarcane, get enchantments and stuff fairly early on, like I plan on doing, and yeah, hopefully it'll just be a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the very basic design. If I just there we go. Okay. More dumb transitions, of course, that's what you come to expect on this channel, but here is the design I'm going to be using. Now, this is a very common design. I think just about everyone has come up with it themselves, myself included. Now, I could use a whole lot more observers along here, and I guess that would make it a lot more efficient, because then it'll just, no matter where it grows, it'll push it off. But I think I can't be bothered to get that many observers, so I think I'm just going to have one in the middle. So these can all grow up to here, and then that'll grow, and then harvest all of them. Just like that. Now, I think that's a fairly good design. The only problem is with items possibly getting stuck up here. If I put blocks up here, if I just do tile drops, true. There we go. If I just set that and then just I set the random tick speed up a bit, maybe up a bit more, you will see, yep, there we go, the sugarcane is growing, and there we go. So, I mean, the items are getting stuck on the side a little bit, but really not that much. However, with Spigot, items do stack up, so if items sit here, then items that might go like land about here will go to that item's position, I think. So that could be fairly problematic, but I think what we can do is if we put another farm right here. There we go. So now I have two farms right next to each other, and all the items will be forced to be in that little pocket if I just build blocks up here on the side as well. You can see that all the items are going to be forced to be in this little area, and then what I can do is run a hopper minecart going underneath all the blocks here, and that'll pick up all the sugarcane and basically, yeah, do what I was just doing then. So I think that'll be a pretty good solution. Obviously I'm going to have to break all of this to get to it. Now that's an interesting mechanic. It turns out that, you know how with minecarts, if you push them, they'll bounce off walls like that? They don't do that with slabs, which is very weird. I wonder if they do that with stairs. Let's have a look here. Looks like they might actually... Yeah, they don't do it on stairs either. Wow, okay, that's certainly strange. What about top half? Top half slabs? Doesn't look like they'll do it with top half slabs either. No. Is it just any transparent block? Like if I put glass there, will it bounce off glass? Right, okay, so it looks like I can't have transparent blocks there. So that means that I'm probably going to have a chest in the ground, just like that. and then have, yeah, all the items go in there. So, yeah, this is pretty much what I've come up with. So if I just put a hopper minecart there, I could also probably have a hopper going into there, and there we go. Okay. Minecart hopper, just like that. There we go. And then we pretty much just need sand, sugarcane, and we're done. There we go. So now the farm is complete. It will get harvested like that, and it'll get picked up by the minecart hopper. And it's not depositing very many, but the tick speed obviously won't be this high. It's at 3 by default. So obviously the sugarcane's not going to grow quite as fast as it is right now. You can see the minecart hopper is struggling to deposit all the items, which is probably, that's to be expected, honestly, with the tick speed this high. But that won't be too big of an issue with the tick speed lower. So I think this is a really good module to actually build. All the items will, yeah, it'll be totally lossless, especially if we put maybe glass on the top of the farm as well. Just like this, then there's a 0% chance of any items landing on the top, and it is essentially totally lossless. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good farm design. So I'm gonna go grab the observers, grab the pistons, redstone, the sugarcane, the sand, the minecart hoppers, and all that for this farm. And yeah, I'll be back with you once I've done that. Alright guys, so it is currently the next day from when I recorded that previous clip. So, yeah, sorry for no upload on Saturday, however, Sunday upload, here we come. So, I have the resources for the farm itself, and it should be fairly simple, except I actually forgot. I forgot to grab the sand. That shouldn't be too big of an issue though, because I can just use dirt. Of course it won't look as good, but, oh well, that's the price you pay, I guess. So, I actually don't need those blocks. But yeah, I think I'm going to build the module right around about here, and or maybe I'll build it over here. Not too sure. I'll give you some progress updates though. Alright, so this is how much space the module will take up. So it'll go up maybe 3 or 4 blocks. So it won't be too big. I have got all the rails in, however, and I have just realized I don't actually have the hopper minecart. That won't be too big of an issue because I've got plenty of iron on me. And from all these mining sessions, I actually have been getting quite a bit of iron, but I just realized it's going to be kind of difficult to power these rails that are going on here. Might have to rethink that one. Okay, one lever, that makes it very simple, actually, I just realized. So, I guess what I'm going to do is get a chest in here, and that's right, I can't do that. I need to actually have it come down by another block and under there, and then I'll have to put that up like that, and then that like that. There we go. And now you can access the chest and the thing can go past. So there we go. Obviously this thing isn't going to be very decorated straight up. The top bit will look nice, but under the ground it won't look so nice, but that's okay, I think, because yeah, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But now we're currently getting in all the pistons, and I just realized we might want to get the water in underneath. That might be useful. And there we go. Now that is all the water in, and I forgot to grab the sugarcane as well. Wow, that was that was really quite stupid of me, but oh well, that's not too big of a deal, because then we can just bring these blocks in, grab the observer. Oh no, that's wrong. We have to build out here anyway. Put the observer there. Put all these blocks in, and then what we can do is if we grab all the redstone, and then we can put all the redstone in. So there we go. And now if I just test this real quick, how am I going to test it? Let's put a dirt block in front of it. There we go, all the pistons pulsed, and then yep, okay, that's working perfectly. Awesome. Now all we need to do is we might have to figure out a new way of powering that block. And I am totally out of glass. We need six more pieces. 6 more pieces of glass, and then we would have finished them off the module. But there it is. There it is. So what I've decided to do, actually, you know what, I'm going to go sleep first. Okay, what I have decided to do is bring this kind of like band of glass going around. That'll go around the top and to the sides so you can see the sugarcane growing and stuff. And I think that's pretty good. So now all we need to do is actually get the sugarcane. I can't believe I forgot to grab the sugarcane. But what I'm going to do first is actually craft up a little hopper minecart. So we just need a hopper there, and our minecart, and then our hopper minecart, just like that. I'll chuck this in the system, and then go get the sugarcane. You know, the fact that you get sticks from trees is actually very useful, because I've got sticks on me constantly, and I don't have to actually craft any. And I thought it would just be another annoyance in the game, but it's actually a really useful feature to have sticks falling from trees, because you always have sticks. You always have sticks, and you don't have to feel bad about crafting half of your wood planks into sticks, and then going, oh, well, I have too much, because you don't have to craft sticks anymore. You just have them on hand. It's very, very good. And there we go. Now I have come through and just planted all of the sugarcane, and now that dirt should be collected soon. Alright guys, so now this farm is fully operational, and that is really awesome, because now, whenever anyone's online, this is going to be constantly loaded, and that means constantly growing sugarcane and harvesting it automatically. And just overall, if anyone needs sugarcane, they can come to spawn. So that's really good, I think. Hopefully I won't have to expand the storage too much just yet. I will probably decorate this a bit better in the future. I do want to decorate this area a bit better in the future. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to head back to my base to check if I have any of a very specific resource. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like we have any of that. That resource is eggs. I need eggs for a project I want to start in spawn, which will be an egg farm. So it's not quite a chicken farm yet, but it's an egg farm, so it's essentially a start to a chicken farm. And that's usually one of the first things I do in a survival world, except I haven't I've been a bit slack with this world so far, but I'm gonna go on the search for chickens, and by extension eggs, and hopefully I find some eggs. That would be very useful, and yeah. Looks like I have found a bit of a spruce village. Bit of a floating a spruce village on a floating island. That is really kind of weird. I'm pretty sure they do that now, but look, no. Oh, rabbit stew. Hopefully I'll have a lot of that, but looks like they got quite a few bits. Wow, okay. This is interesting. So the thing with villagers now is you can actually change their professions. So this guy's a butcher, but I can take him and turn him into a librarian or whatever I need, which is actually a really cool concept. And you can actually, there's a bug, well, I don't know if it's really a bug, but you can keep refreshing villagers' trades until, their professions, until they actually sell you like a mending book for a good price or something like that, which is really cool. So that'll be very useful to me. I'm going to attempt to find my base from here. I'm going to take a screenshot of the coordinates here, and hopefully I can remember where my base is. Alright, so it turns out I travelled a lot further than I thought I did. It's about 200 blocks away. Which, yeah, that's a bit of a pain to get villages across to. However, I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab a few bits of obsidian. I think I already have a bunch of obsidian. And I'm going to try and make a nether portal there. I don't know if it'll work, but I'll attempt to do it. So, yep, I've already got obsidian. So I'm going to try and make a nether portal there, and I'll be back with you then. Okay, this should be the right coordinates to head to that little village there. Hopefully it doesn't end up in a terrible location, like syncing up to my portal. If this syncs up to my portal, you have no idea. Oh great, it's in a cave. There we go, we finally made it out of that stupid cave. Now I'm going to head into a house and hopefully go to sleep. Why is there no bed? Okay, now it looks like we have the villager right here. I don't know what this is meant to be, but I don't know, it's a cool little detail. Anyway, that's besides the point. 1, 2, 3. Diorite, sure. 1, 2, 3. Let's place blocks in the corners. 1, 2. Boom. There we go. Now that should link up to that portal. If it doesn't, not too big of a deal. Alright, let's head through here. F3B, make sure I don't kill the villager. Oh, it looks like the boat item went through as well. Place the boat. Push that guy into it. There we go. Now, we have our first villager. I think I'm going to keep him. Oh, no. That could have been bad. Looks like he has come through the portal. Let's get him in a boat before he gets off somewhere. What does he become? Oh, a weaponsmith. That's not a great trade. 15 coal for an emerald, though. I believe you can actually get their trades down quite a bit, so I can get it for like 1 coal for an emerald, which would be pretty good. But we want something like maybe a fisherman. Yeah, we want a fisherman that gives you like a fish for an emerald. That would be good. Anyway, now I'm going to grab the other boat and head back through and try and get another villager. Now, if I destroy that, he should go through, even though his head is in the top. There he is. Okay. Now, let's get him in a boat, and let's move him over to where this guy is as well, on top of these melons. Here he is. So, this guy's selling emeralds for iron armor. Could be a better deal, could be a better deal. Anyway, now we have 2 villagers, so then hopefully soon we will be able to make a villager breeder, and I might do that in a future episode. Now, I've never had much luck with villagers, but hopefully with the 1.14 update they've changed them, and now I will have luck with them. Because I've never been able to make a successful villager breeder, or you know, get trades or anything. I've never been able to work with villagers very well at all. Iron farms never worked for me, but hopefully in this new update things might change and it'll be a bit better. Now, the very last thing I want to do in this video is bring melons to the masses. That sounded really bad, but what I want to do is I want to make a little melon farm, not quite an automatic melon farm just yet, but I want to make a little melon farm in spawn for everyone to enjoy. The original plan was going to be to make a little egg farm, as I said before, but unfortunately I couldn't find any. Well, I found some chickens, but they didn't lay any eggs, and I think that's just one of those things that is going to have to happen over time. But I do want to make a melon farm in spawn, and so I'm going to head to spawn and start building it. And there we go. So that was extremely fast, but now we have a little melon farm here. Of course, this is temporary, but these will eventually grow and start growing melons out, and I think that will be good. So I think that just about does it for this video, right as the sun is setting. Have that in the background. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tazzcraft. Sorry there was no Saturday episode, but this will be going up on Sunday, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, whatever, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.